the stream key different each time? Oh, we're alive, yay. Okay, so where are we at? I am scraping this documentation to generate a Rust client. This is a REST API documentation. I have this test get all content, which goes through all the pages, which are all the endpoints and all the definitions. Wait, should probably zoom in a bit, make it pretty. And of course it fails because every time something different comes along. So error getting the content. Ooh, I need more information than that. But you see I have these beautiful error messages. Unable to extract name and description from response header. HTML, and that is on responses line 74. Oh, wait, I better save the stuff I have now. What did I change? I added a patch. For patch. HTTP headers. Push it up. So we're looking for, where's my error? So unable to extract name description. See, it's really nice, the error messages, that it gives you the HTML that it was parsing, and it gives you the line number, and it gives you the URL, and it said error getting the content. Maybe I should rename that to something more useful. Okay, and that means it scraped all the errors really. Maybe I should fix all the errors in one go. So if I go back to lib and go to get all content, rather than failing, maybe I should just dump it out. Instead of returning, what we'll do is we'll go error, and what we're going to do here is going to go like that, because error is display, right? I think. Happy with that. And braces to arm expression. No, I just want to. Error is in scope, but it is a module, not a tracing error. Do I not have tracing? What? Why would I not have tracing? What's wrong with me? Tracing subscriber. Do we have an init? I don't even have an init. Okay, wow. I'm surprised I didn't use tracing in this whole thing. Let me ask good old find.com how to initiate tracing. Subscriber. And Rust, how to initiate subscriber based on NVAS. There you go. That does thing. So let's fill in the other error. This way it'll instead. So what happens here is we're getting the instrument URL, which is the first one. I don't know why we're just doing the one, because then it gets all the URLs out of that. Maybe I should just stop. Okay, whatever. Start with the count. Maybe I should have started with, okay, whatever, it's just one. It's just to load all the URLs, and then we do the mega async thing. Where's the mega async here? So we just get a bunch of Tokyo tasks, and for each URL we go get content, and we put attach printable lazy, which is an error stack feature, so we know which URL it is, which you can see in the error message up here. There you go, there, URL, yeah, beautiful. Then we just wait for them all because they're all happening in parallel, and what I've been doing is just returning an error if it's broken. But what I'll do is go tracing error instead of annotate. In fact, we don't need. Do we need attach window? Do we need annotate? Yeah, we can just put error while we're not gonna waiting for. This is never gonna happen. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it will, but whatever. This is like if Tokyo's broken. To command delete. Delete. Okay, beautiful. Oh wait, not delete, not beautiful. Okay, find.com. How do we initiate it? It is that zip, zop, zap. I can use try init for tests. Try init dot OK. I think that's the thing. Happy. Everyone's happy. No, they're not. Okay. That's got it. It doesn't implement. Display it implements only debug, and it's going to be the same there. Oh no, this okay. The innards of the error. Implement whatever that's working. Now what's wrong? Type annotation cannot need to infer the type of parameter T. Whatever, we just go. And then we just literally put matching at this, change error. Get rid of that. Don't need these. Zip, zop, zap. Happy. Wait for any errors. It seems to be good. No mess with end filter. I think so. We'll mess with file. Is there like a flag that I have to add in here to get end filter? Let's just go docs.rs tracing subscriber. End filter. Oh, it is literally a feature flag. Okay, I can do that. Cool. Cargo add tracing subscriber. Filter. Turn, rewrite, and everything's working. No errors. Okay. So now if I run it, it will show me all the errors, and I can fix them all at once. I'll stick them in a little to-do list. I'll get a glass of water while I'm waiting. So normally Rust is faster at compiling, but if we have a look at htop here, whoops, what? You go there, you go away. Who's using all the CPU? Oh, Rust Analyzer. Oh, it's memory. Hang on, who's using all the CPU? It's OBS. OBS. Maxing it out, man. Thanks, OBS. Okay, so now we've got a brilliant unable to extract. So they're all the same. Extract endpoint from URL. There's some different ones while getting unable to extract name and description from. Okay, so we'll make a little to-do list. It says scraper. Zoom. Is there a to-do? There is. For each API call and the endpoint parser, read a different response structure number. I don't know if I've done that or not. Okay. Errors to fix. That one, and should I get more info? I guess I should. Then this one, error while getting unable to extract endpoint from URL. Does it give me a... I want to see the whole pretty error stack. I need to log more information. I think error stack will give me some trait that will let me, like a report trait that will let me print the whole thing. Attach, extend, frames, request value. To implement display. It implements display, represents display, and debug when utilizing display implementation. The current content. Okay, so we should be able here error there we are okay. How do I print? Okay, I'll just ask find.com again. Thanks, bro. How do I print the trace back? Custom type that includes a backtrace. I don't want to create a custom type. That sounds workful. Okay, I'll just do my own work. Formatting. Please use the example for more information. So, we're looking for the word trace. Backtrace and span trace. Report is also able to provide backtrace and span trace, which can be retrieved by calling request ref backtrace. Span trace on stable respectively if get request and we're unstable, so we need downcast ref span trace. Copy link. Although when I added error stack to create, I didn't add the feature for span trace. Okay, I'm just getting into a little bit of a mess, trying to get little things done. We're not even using tracing that much anyway. Back to the, okay, so maybe I'm getting out of here too much. What if I just put debug information in here? Will that make it prettier? There you go, that's what I wanted. That worked just to get that. Okay, so let's add this to my to-do list. So we've got name and description, endpoint now. So we just grab one of these. Copy. There you go, this gives us proper information, which is nice. And then just grab one of these because they're all the same while getting content. Oh, it's like endpoint from URL name. Okay, so the first one is just go get rid of that. Go here, foreground. Space F to do. So while getting content, unable to extract name and description from response header, and there's literally nothing in it. It's a dot dot. This is in transaction EP and responses line 74. Can we go to line, because that would be handy. Go to file. No, that did not work. Responses. Unable to extract name and description for response header HTML, and it gives HTML. So this is for, we need more context. So we know the page. Which is transaction EP, let's go there. So there's a documentation for a response header. We need to know which call it's on. So we need to add more context. Do we have who's calling that? No, responses. Okay, let's go to responses. 974. Go to references. So that's past single response doc. Past response HTTP error. That's where we're at. HTTP header. I've got to sneeze. Okay, so past single response doc has got an element, so we need to annotate that to have. Do we need the whole element? We don't need the whole. Okay, now we need to find who calls this. All I'm gonna do is get the title. We've got a title. Okay. So then we can just add here map collect this, and we can just go annotate and then show this here. For title, is the title's the right word? API call. And then we've got to import annotate. So now it's going to have some actual information. Cannot find value title under scope. I guess it's A. Doesn't support display. Okay, so we can go A dot text. This is the anchor. Text is an image when display. Dot what? How do I get them? How do I get the text out of the text? Is there a string? I'm just making things up. Oh, okay, fine. We have to look at the docs for this. Text is element ref from scraper. Docs.rs scraper. search for text, element ref text, which I guess is going to return a text node. I should just click the first one. Now, how do you get the text out of the text? Ah, it's an iterator, and it is an iterator, so we just got to go collect. Yeah. Collect it into a string. It's a lot of work. But okay. How are we using a? Let's just go to A, which is the anchor element. Go to references. It's used there. It's used there. Pass response title, code description. Okay, so we can literally put that in. I've actually read my code rather than description. Description. So that will give us more context. No, it won't. To report exists for a result. Resolve response here, but its trait bounds are not satisfied. The following trait bounds are not satisfied. So we literally need to go into report and import. We've got into report. What? And we've got result extension, so it should work. They're saying that you can't call into report on that object because it doesn't support the trait of whatever that is. Doesn't report a trait into. Because they're stupid. The errors for. Why is that all squashed? The errors for element ref have lifetime in them. Lifetime annotations, I guess is the word, but just used to reading the word annotate. So we can't use annotate. We've got to use something else. Let me go to lib. What else have I got in the way of bail report? We need like another annotate, but for lifetimes, which is like, well, we're gonna call it annotate 2. So we can't do it to report. What we're gonna have to do is go error new format $format dot. We've got an error. We need to, I guess we just need to print that out. Let me think about it. We can call report on that actually. We can literally call. Okay, I've got to take a step back. We have an error from element ref that has a lifetime in it, and we need to get context out of that. Let's see. Okay, let's just undo all these changes and keep that change and go back to where we were, which I can't even remember. There you go, map error from, that's what we need, okay. But then we need to add a context, so we can literally, we don't need annotate at all, we'll just go here. We're getting a collect dot map error. It's already there. Like, we don't even need to map error. What am I even doing? Dot attach printable lazy. In code description. Format. I gotta refix that. Okay, that's easy. Done. That's all I need to do. Is like overcomplicate it completely. Okay, now if I run test, I will get more. It's heading up their API docs hardcore, but they don't mind. So we're looking at the first error, which is this one. 200 connecting to the transaction stream was successful. What? I didn't expect that. So look at transaction EP. Oh, this is the response. 200 requesting time. So we need more information that this hit. It's in here that it's failing, but we need not that. We need what's above that, which is the get. What we're getting there, we're getting more information. Did I accidentally? Okay. So who's calling pass single response doc? It is pass responses doc group. And then who's calling that? Given a div endpoint body documentation, extract all the responses. Who's calling that? Get all REST call bodies. And that will have the HTML, and right there we can annotate this with, these are the bodies. This is not what we want to get all the responses for each all the API calls in this endpoint. I guess it's going to be all instead of each. So bodies is a matcher, which is up here, which is going response selector. Single column div endpoint body. So I want to know where we're getting the. Oh, because there's no way to do it because they're not in the same div. Okay. Yeah, so what's happening is you would think, right, that get thing, that get header would be in the same div or same container as the request and response stuff, but it's not. It's completely separate, which makes everything hard. Okay, anyway, so we got some context, which is that weirdo printout. The code and description. Connecting to transaction stream was successful, so we need to find that. I guess it's this transaction stream one. Okay, yay, and that's where we're at. And then it can't name and description for the response header, and it's getting transaction. There's a list element there, so that's inspect. I don't know where we're doing or what code's running what. Let's see if we can find it. Responses. So we're using a selected.panel.ul.li. But underneath that, we've got an element ref, which is the panel. We know it's somewhere here. Let's inspect this. Is that? Let's zoom in here so you guys can see it. Blah. Get rid of the console. There's accordion panel. There's no ULLI here. It's a panel collapse. That's not going to be there. There's a UL. Panel body. That must be what it's extracting, that bit there. That looks similar to this. There. Dot transaction df hash transaction. Okay, so that's the code it's inputting, and it's what's it trying to do? It's failing right here. Here it's failing. Pass response HTTP header. So we're using the header selector, which is that. It's going to this code here. It's looking for text, and then it's going to parts of the text should have a dash. If it's a name and description, then we're good. So I guess all we've got to do is just say if it's just a name, just return OK. Videos don't have a description. We'll just delete that. We'll just go like we can do this to the power of defaulting. No, we won't do that. The description can become empty string. Happy? What's wrong? Missing description. Why do I type description wrong every time? It's so close. It looks pretty much the same to me. Mismatch. Description is a string. We're giving a string new. Name is a okay. So name is a. We just gotta go. I'll use that. Beautiful. So that should get rid of those two errors. Theoretically, should we just run it, or should we create an actual test for it? We'll create an extra test and be good. Why not? Yeah. We'll get that content. Zip, zop, zap. Tests in here. Response title. What was the file? Was just the function just in. Get response HTTP header. Does that call anywhere in the tests? It is, like there. Okay, so we'll copy that function and we'll just put HTTP header, no description. Hey. Why am I pressing the wrong button? 143. No description. Match into this. Replace with our stuff that we had before. I guess it doesn't matter if we. Oh, whatever. We'll leave it as it was. And it should say transaction, and this should be string new. Done. So let's call that. Yay, we added a new test and it works. Brilliant. We don't need annotate. Okay, next step is that other error, which is to do. So that one's good. We fixed it. This one is while getting content, unable to extract endpoint from URL. That's a definition URL, so why would it try trying to extract the endpoint from it? Because it's a DF. 6958. I won't make any other comments. Okay. So trying to get the endpoint name out of it. It's being given. It's been told to get content. Get content should handle both endpoints and definitions. Do we have anything in the whole thing that's about definition? We got it only in the model. Maybe we never even wrote the code for getting definitions. That's literally, I should go back to do. Okay, that music is a bit singy. Let's change it. Right. I think I have some code somewhere that's like, okay, let's just look for -df. Read definitions. Did I? Transaction. I don't think I wrote the code for reading definitions. There you go. If it ends in df, then get definitions. If it ends in ep. But that code should not be here then. It should be there. An endpoint name is only used there and there, so that was the bug. Fixed it. Yay. So now everything should work. Cargo test, get all content. Let's see what happens. Just print out a giant. I probably should have put -- no capture. Oh, I've still got errors. That's good. Cool. I'm moving forward. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have got all the errors in one go. I'll just do one at a time. Or shove all of that into a to-do. Let's just do that. Okay. Zip. I'll pass it later. To-do. Okay, while getting content, unable to find schema and response docs. At URL, let's go to get to URL. I was 10 transaction EP still. Let's have a look. Responses line 57. That was also singy music. Let me go to the beginning of that. This is epic music. If anyone is interested to know. I'm gonna go to the beginning. Close enough. Okay, back to work. So line 57 is where we're going, where the error was. So it's trying to look for panel body pre-JSON schema, and it's unable to find the schema and the response docs, and it's giving us the HTML. So we're using body selector, which is here, .panel body pre-JSON schema. pretty. Syntax highlighting. So let's go back to where we were. So the body selector here, dot panel body. Alright, it's there, okay. Here's response schema, and then inside of panel body, it's looking for pre. Ah, look, the response for each chunk contains price and/or. Yeah, that's really hard to parse that, so there is no body schema. So we need to basically parse that now, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be everywhere. So let's have a look at pricing stream. How are we going to write a Rust client for that? So instead of having a, like if we look at another one, if we look in the response, it has a schema, which is this thing, and we're looking for that, we can't find it. So to somehow encode that so that we can build it in Rust and link these things. That's a lot of work. So now we could reach that way. So we could go to response and say schema is optional. Or response body of the transaction schema, we use chunk transfer encoding. Each chunk contains transaction and or transaction heartbeat. JSON. Each JSON object is serialized into a single line of text, and multiple objects found in the same chunk are repeated by new lines. Transaction heartbeats are sent every 5 seconds. So I could skip it for now and add it later. How many of them are there? Okay, table headers we can figure out. Getting content while passing this. Expected docstring line. That's something different. Because I can get the low-hanging errors first rather than trying to deal with a completely new style of response. What is this error here? I couldn't. Our time and force header required. That one's an easy one to fix. Let's just fix that first. So time and force header required. Okay, so there's quite a lot of errors here. Unable to find schema. So that one we'll do last. Okay. For now, we'll put a to-do in here. We'll put literally the URL in there for. I can't even copy that. See, that's how crappy their API is. I can't even do that. Transaction stream. Inspect. Can't click it. Can't copy it. copy for there and there, for that, then differently. Put that right there in the to-do, and then we're not going to bail. We'll just go unwrappable default. Breach struct's pretty going to fail now. There's no default. I'm just going to get rid of this stuff. There's no unwrappable default. Okay. Just go if let. Schema equals that. We extract body. If there isn't one, can we just get a schema from default? An empty schema. Happy with that? Probably not. Struct does not have a default. Can we just add it in there? We can. Naughty. Hacking away. Okay, so that'll get rid of the first error for now. So we'll just put it in there. Handle streaming requests. Can go there. And we can copy that to do. Okay, that's cool, and then we can delete this. Come on, I want to select that whole thing. Go to 9, go X, V / 2023. Oh, okay, fine. V 9, delete. Okay, so this one, once I'm going to find schema and response docs. So that's going to be the same thing. There's a pricing stream, use chunk data encoding, each channel. Okay, so that's, we can get rid of that. 32 GG. So this one is unexpected table headers for enum got type format example, expected type string or value description, and this is in this URL count definition. Okay, I'm getting tired. Let's fix this one error before we go. Okay, this is an account definition. Needs more context, you see. It needs to say, like, I've got the web page, but I need, which one of these definitions is it? Let's just work on adding context first. Definitions, line 148. Okay, read an enum table. Look, I got comments on this one. That's fantastic. So where is this called? It's called there. Read body, reads the body of a definition. It may be an enum table or a struct. I've got the fragment. Where is this called? It's called here, bodies. So maybe we do need that fragment to get definitions. Read a list of definitions from our under rest page. This is the whole page. So we can just say read body and we can just annotate the error with the whole fragment. Although it's already doing that because it's passing it's passing the enum fragment into it, which is table parameter. Yeah, we need some kind of HTML so we don't know what we're looking at. Read enum itself has that fragment, so we can just put it in there maybe. We can just add it separately. We're just bailing. Return on bail report, which just generates the error, and then we can go down printable. The fragment. That's handy. Formatted and everything. Maybe that attachment should be on the outside though, but I don't know. The call it a read enum. That's hard. Okay. Let's just see what we get now. I should really just write a test for each page that's failing and then call that just that page, rather than bombarding poor oanda with all the tests. Expected tables for table, got this, and then it's got the fragment. I like it though, it's good, it's nice that it's got the fragment. This one, okay. So this is pricing df. We're looking at pricing. No, we're looking at account df. Let's see the account df one. Trade definition. Got that, and there's a table, and that is in account df. Okay. Delimit a string with format site division, and it's getting type format and example. So I guess we could just ignore example. I think they're all like that. Let's see if we can find it though. There's an example. Yeah, we can just ignore the example, I think. What are we getting here? We're getting type. Getting type string is getting ready, and it's getting type format. This one's getting type format example, so we can just say that's fine and we can ignore it. Where's the word format in here? I didn't even see that. Nowhere. Okay, we need to get some context. It's gonna be our type format example. Maybe we should pass the formats. Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, let's do it. Here's value description getting read, and here's type string. It's not getting read anywhere. Reading ahead. Need to work on this code a lot. Okay. I think I'm just gonna stop live stream and go to sleep because it's a lot of work. I need to make this nice. And we should really have a match statement and say match table headers as slice. I'm just gonna munt up all my code now because there's a different way of parsing it for each one. If it's what if it is a type format example? It's a different way of parsing it again. And we're just gonna have to make a function for each one, I think. We can just throw that there and the other. That's gonna go away. That will be above this. What are we returning? An enum item. Value description. So we need to put like pub format. See, it's very limited, the code at the moment, so we need to say, I don't know what we're supposed to do with type string. I guess it's the same as that. Value description. guess we'll just put dot all of this row code goes in there. It should go in its own menu description. There's going to be some code reused, but I don't know what it's going to be yet. So get row becomes that. Okay, that's nice, and it returns an enum item. That's great. So we can get that part there. Delete and shove it there. Match delete the curly braces. We're gonna let get row equals that. Then we've still got to do that one, which we'll do in a second. So we can get some code that's not breaking. And that is the end of the match, so that goes there. What's wrong? Missing structure fields format. Format's not in there. Just fill it up with the rest, and then we're going to go here and make it derived from default. Sneaky. So that's happy. And then if it's got a format, there's no description. Maybe description should also be an option. Maybe the whole enum item should be an enum itself and have either value description. I think that's what it's going to be. Or what's it in this case? String format example. Type. Just put hash. String. Example. Don't need the pub. Beautiful. Okay. So now this can say enum item, any description, just do its thing and be happy. And then this one can say same code. We don't even need that, we can just go, that will be outside, that can be outside, this will be simply type. Type. We're literally just transliterating it. Try format. Are we going to fail if it blows up? We should probably fail if it blows up. And example. And then we can deal with that however we want later on. And this is going to be example. Now everyone's happy, and it'll return whatever tables rows are available. So the other one that was failing, we wanted type, we got type format, and that was on primitives. I don't know which one, type format string. Yeah, we'll just do the type formatting. We've got to go to the next. The other one is failing. We're going to get rid of a lot of errors like this. Type format example. So that will get rid of like a whole ton of errors. Great. Let's run the test again. I can't run default. Okay, that's cool. Go to enum item. So there are areas where it is reading that. Okay, can I find row in the scope? Okay, because we don't have a scope. The row is coming in. So we have to literally put that in every single one, which is kind of annoying. Or where's get row getting called? Fragment.select .map. Could flat map it to the string. So fragment, we're getting a row, and then the row selector needs to where is get row called? Get row then called here. So get row would be happy to get cells input to it. Let's get it working and then figure out how to make it simpler. We literally want to pass it a lambda, which is So okay, each row can be split into cells. We should be handling the cells and we're passing them. So here, where's the row? Get row. I can go here like cells. We don't need next, or we could pass next to it. So cells gets, each cell gets mapped into flat map, and we've got a cell, we've got to go to cell dot text dot next. Just want to get the first. Dot map text. Oh, we can literally I don't know, we don't know what the type text is. It's an option string. Oh, so that's yeah, so we just go in here, match this, it's gonna be string to string. Although we don't even need the string really, because we're just gonna pass it a slice of @string. It's gonna be a cell, it's gonna be an iterator, we're gonna collect it. Yeah, we're gonna collect it as a vec of collect. So just give us all the cells that have text from each cell. Sorry, anyone who had their headphones on full volume. So this becomes cells, which is a slice. A slice of string. I don't know how to say that without actually getting. So we're saying if the headers have text string or value description, type, then we're getting a value description out of it. How do I say I want to pass a slice without actually saying I want to pass a slice? Oh, like that, right? And slice and string, yeah, cool. And then we can go match cells with an inner match. And we do need to nice and easy, but the trouble now is if there is an error here, we should be returning an error instead of a fail. So it's not going to return an option anymore, it's going to return an actual error. Cells for I'll put it back tick. We got one. The wrong amount of values. Using delimiter. I've got to wrap that in okay, that's okay. I wrapped this in okay, don't even wrap the whole thing in okay. Okay, that's interesting. I would have put okay there, but it's like that, I'll stick it over there. String. Okay, so I do need to turn them into strings, so that's alright, that's easy to fix down here. Here, we'll say a string, and then dot map. It's fixed. Now this is happy, not happy. Can't we get an actual parameter? Actual. Sounds good. String cannot be it. No compile time. We can do a mem swap to get the string out of it, but that's too much work. Okay, so how are we gonna get it out? I'm gonna put an mute reference in here. And then just go value dot, but there's so much work. Is that what we want? Take. I think it's actually just your rest. I think. Yeah, okay, that's for the other one. I think there is a string.take. Is there a string.take? No, that's option.take. Okay, so standard mem take. But that Y, man, is so horrible. We might as well just keep it as a ampersand star and then just go to string. Okay. Okay, that's because there's no row. Okay, so this is now a. It's none of that. It's literally the same thing. Their type format. Give me some. Am I doing this the right way? There's no sum. It's gonna be okay. I don't know if I'm doing right. I'm doing good code right now. I'm just hacking away for no reason. Type, format, and example. Now we're handling every single missing structure field. Our type and format, why there's no description there. I thought I fixed that. Happy? Our cells dot slice, and it's not going to be okay or else because it's not a string. We can just go what is that word? Attach printable. Lazy. This needs to be on a different line, man. It's too big. We're not even doing report, we're doing format. Unable to do unexpected table headers from this. We can't say what the expected is anymore because it's all in there. That goes as slice. Touch printable lazy. I thought that cells.as get row is going to return a that is returning an okay or a bail. It's like, no, you can't attach. Oh, maybe I didn't import the. There you go. Error stack result extension. Thank you, Rust Analyzer. So this is gonna have to match. So all the tests are failing now. S5 is an enum item. We need it to be value description because that's the only one we know. Apparently that's the thing. Where's the input? Oh, that's the thing. It's a string idea. We don't need that. Other panic. I don't. It does support debug, but doesn't support display.
Frozen silence fills the air.
What's the problem? Fat error. Yeah, that's a good problem. My bad. Okay. Import enum item. This is the same thing. Match. Everyone happy now? Okay, let's see what errors we get. Hopefully it's a lot less than before. There was a parsing one. I can fix that before I go to bed. What time is it? It is 4:29 AM. Oh, I better go to bed soon. Price offered by the price to update our to do. Or just get rid of all the errors and let's go to bed. Now handles are different. Okay, thank you for watching. Let me just stop my live stream.